A lot of us might think that if an aircraft's still running and used by airlines, it should be perfect in infrastructure and engineering-wise. However, in today's video, we'll go through the worst aircrafts that are still in service till this day. Number 10. Boeing 737-200. There are many 737s that are considered to be dangerous, like 737 MAX, but one of the most dangerous ones out there is 737-200. It was rated to be one of the most dangerous aircrafts. Shockingly, 96 of those aircrafts crashed. Not only that it has a history in crashing, but it's also one of the noisiest aircraft ever. Number 9. Bombardier CRJ-200. Bombardier is well known for manufacturing amazing planes, like the Challenger 350 and A220. However, one of their worst creations is CRJ-200. All CRJs are regional jets which are known to be comfy, but CRJ-200 is extremely messy and cramped. The seats are extremely small to do any work in, and for a person who is 5'9", his head would touch the ceiling. The windows are very small, meaning that people with flying anxiety will go through a hard time as they can't watch out of the window to calm themselves down. Number 8. Tupolev Tu-204. Tupolev created this aircraft as a competition to Boeing 757. However, it was one of their worst creations. It was very badly constructed, that the Federal Aviation Administration refused for it to fly on their land. The very well-known issue of Tupolev Tu-204 was the unloading process. The aircraft was manufactured very high that passengers struggle to get off the plane. Airlines connects jetways to make it a bit easier for passengers. Many passengers refuse to fly on the plane when they know it's a Tupolev Tu-204. Number 7. EMBRAER EMB-120. EMBRAER, like many manufacturers, had their best aircrafts like the E-Jet series and the ERG, and had their worst, which was the turboprop EMB-120. Many might be familiar with breakup of the EMB-120 in 1991 due to engine failure. Keep in mind that at the time the 120 was one of newbies in the industry, which means incidents like that was not usual. It also has a very noisy cabin. Many passengers point out how difficult it is to work or even sleep on the plane. Number 6. Antonov 32. Antonov 32 is a Russian classic aircraft. Like many Russian aircrafts, it was not built to be a passenger plane. Indeed, it was manufactured for military transport. However, due to the fall in 1991, many of the Antonov 32s were sold outside Russia for the Russians to buy more modern Western-built aircraft. Small airlines who purchased the Antonov 32 converted them to passenger planes. The conversions were of very poor quality, both in craftsmanship and design. Number 5. ILYUSHIN IL-96. ILYUSHIN IL-96, a Soviet jumbo jet, similar to MD-1, A340, and 747 in uses and design. Like many Russian jets mentioned in this list, this aircraft was also created to compete with the Western aircrafts. However, it was a failure. It was known to be a very slow aircraft. It takes forever to reach to the cruising level, so imagine the ear pressure that passengers go through. As well as, it suffers from lack of maintenance, meaning that it's normal for passengers to hear bangs and creaks during the flight. Number 4. COMAC ARJ-21. China was very late to the aviation industry. The first aircraft they ever created was only in 2008. The main reason for them starting in aviation was to reduce their dependence on foreign aircraft markets. The ARJ-21 was designed to operate and look like the MD-90 and MD-80. However, ARJ-21 was a fail to the Chinese market, with a total of only 32 aircrafts being built. The fuel efficiency was horrible, and it was known to be a very loud aircraft, much louder than all the modern aircrafts. Number 3. Airbus A380. A lot of people might think that A380 is the best aircraft ever created. We can agree on that from the engineering perspective, but from the infrastructure perspective, there are some problems. Only few airlines in the world can accommodate the A380 due to its weight and size. Many passengers get extremely impatient with queues of exiting and boarding the plane. Imagine 800 passengers getting squeezed out of only 2 doors. Nevertheless, we can't forget how searching for luggage could be a nightmare when it's 800 bags. Number 2. ILYUSHIN IL-62. ILYUSHIN 62 is even worse than ILYUSHIN 96 that we mentioned earlier in this list. It's an extremely slow aircraft with 0 comfort seats. It's like you're sitting on a rock. It rarely gets maintained, and there's many times when the thrust reversers of the plane blew up. Number 10. Airbus A340. A340 is not considered dangerous like other aircrafts on this list, but it is sluggish. A340 does not have enough power for a smooth takeoff from the ground. Just like the ILYUSHIN 96, it takes forever to reach to cruising level, which means the poor passengers are left with the popping ears for a longer time. This is the end of today's video. Which of these aircrafts did you find the worst? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn the post notifications on. See you in the next one.